The Spin-off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in collaboration with KiwiBank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Auto insurance can all seem the same until it comes time to use it. So don't get stuck paying more for less coverage. Switch to USAA Auto Insurance and you could start saving money in no time. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply. USAA.
Wow. I feel like we just ripped the whole universe.
That was really...
That was
the best
crazy.
sync ever. It was better than me.
It was completely entire seconds apart at my end.
What are you pointing at?
Just I like that she's got like half her face shrouded in darkness and half in light. It looks like you're trying to figure out which
Two-Face.
person, your Two-Face. Which will the good angel or the bad Chris Angel win out in the struggle for your soul?
Remains to be
44 minutes.
seen. Okay, let's do it.
We are doing it. That was it.
No, that's not it. This is it.
No, that
Hello,
was it.
welcome along. This is it.
No, that was it.
No, this is it.
Okay.
Here we go. Hello, welcome along to The Real Pod. My name's Jane Yee. I'm joined by Alex Casey and Duncan Grieve from the Spin-off. Hi.
Hello there.
Middle of the day in New Zealand. You having a coffee there, Dunk?
Yep.
Thanks, having
Filter
a
coffee.
coffee.
Got a new machine from Cafe. What do they call it?
Lafare.
We've got this giant filter coffee like vat that's just always on. I'm going to be
Fancy.
highly caffeinated. No, well, it's filter coffee, it's the people's Java. And, but yeah, I'm going to be pinging the whole way through, so watch out.
I've had to get.
Me
I'm
too,
giving
I
up the
had
sugars. I can't have the Red Bulls.
Right.
I was going to have one. My teeth. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. I've got a cavity. In a big way.
Really?
I can feel it. I can feel the nerve
Oh,
when
no.
I touch it. I'm in trouble.
Too much taurine.
And it's the taurine. But if I switch to sugar free, I'll be fine. But yeah,
Okay, I've had a Coke and a coffee in a row.
Whoa.
I'm shaking.
This is great.
this is really cool. Hey Jane, what time
It's
is
gonna be a
it
hell of a
there?
pot. It's 5 p.m.
Wow.
I can see the Hollywood
Yeah.
sign out the...
Look to her
out-
right and she sees the Hollywood sign.
Actually.
Literally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is in a picture on my wall. That's correct.
I think it's really
It
cool
looks
having
like-
a picture in the city where it's actually out the window.
Well, I think this our rental was at some point let out as an Airbnb. So it's kind of, it's the LA vibe. Anyway, what a podcast we have for you today. It's very exciting.
Wow.
My God.
And it's brought to you by Nando's. Thanks, Nando's.
Thank you, Nando's. And thank you to the Cornies who went out in droves to try the new nata, the lovely custard Portuguese tart at Nando's Queen Street on Friday. They sold 77.
Well, did they or did
Natas.
they sell 80?
80.
I got an
there
email
an update?
that said 80.
Yeah, it's been a
Either
recount.
way-
Scrutineers have been involved with 80.
Smash hit. Great
Smash hit.
new product made by the Corns. Crazy. 80's a lot.
It is a lot.
So they're
times
doing
it,
it again on Friday from here on in for a little
I think
bit.
so.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
So
out
if you
there.
missed out last week, get in there. That's just Nando's Queen Street, by the way. And any other Nando's news you want to share at this juncture?
I think that was all. That was just the big exclusive again.
It's just a great restaurant.
Just
get into
quickly,
it.
I got really excited because someone sent me a link to an article that was like, fancy Nando's. There's a new restaurant opening up in San Fran, which is like, close. It's like a 5-hour drive. It's close enough. But it turns out that it's just like a Nando's rip-off restaurant. So,
I
it
mean,
was
do we
like
need
a
to
high
call
high
the
and a
police
low
or
low.
do we need to call something? Like
I've let Nando's New Zealand know.
Mm.
So I'll
good.
expect that whole chain to be shut down soon.
Vigilante.
Anyway. Our hashtag is #TheRealPod. Our Facebook is facebook.com/TheRealPodPod. You can also join our Real Pod Corner group there if you like. Don't have to, but we'd like you to. We're on Instagram @TheRealPodPod. And coming up on this podcast, we have an exclusive. And what makes an interview exclusive, by the way?
I don't know. We do it.
I don't think it's an exclusive.
I think it's a real
but
exclusive.
it's exclusive in the sense that it's exclusively done by you guys.
There's
Well, yeah.
exclusive information in it.
What
Yeah.
about
Why
this?
not?
An exclusive chat with Duncan and Alex and Ethan and Sam from the block, because no one else has got that.
No one else
No one
wants
has
that.
Yeah.
But no one
Yeah,
else has it
that's
either.
true.
If they did, straight in the bin.
There is a new Air New Zealand safety video, and I've got a thought on it, just the one.
Whoa.
Bachelorette US and Love Island UK have all wrapped up, so we got some thoughts on that. And the Block NZ just continues to just
Happen.
truck along. So all exciting things, but first of all, let's have the real news. Right, there's a pie in Tauranga, and I want it.
Why do you want
I
this
want
pie
it.
in particular?
Because it's like won the best pie award for like the 7th time, and that's no fluke, right?
Pat Lam, the Tauranga baker, is, I reckon, verging on more famous than Pat Lam, the former Auckland rugby coach. Just because he just wins and wins and wins at this very prestigious award. That does look good.
That looks so good. I'm looking at the mince and cheese right now. It appears that the
Well, that's the
cheese
winner.
is like in the middle of the mince.
Yes.
It's so
Suspended.
genius.
Yeah.
Coast to coast
It's
cheese.
not below the pastry top. It's like right. It's both actually. There's like
It is
there's a
both.
layer
It's both.
under the pastry lid and then a layer in the middle. Why stop there? Put a layer on. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I shouldn't question it.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
like
Time
it
winner.
when people aren't just satisfied with what is there, but they dare to dream of what could be.
Yeah.
Clearly what Pat Lam
Yeah.
does.
There's also the cheeseburger pie, which is another incredibly ambitious venture, which has been a smash hit in wherever the hell it is, Fielding, I think. This guy has made a pie, and it's like pastry. I watched them make it. It's like pastry, onions, tomato sauce, mustard, patty, cheese, patty, sauce, pastry, cook.
You really committed that to memory.
She's right though, because I was looking at the picture. She wasn't looking at the picture
I
while she
wasn't
was
looking
doing
at the
it.
picture. I was doing gestures.
It's so good for Fielding to be known for something other than murders.
And even more. I was going to say, I was going to pull out was it Ewan McDonald gag? But because that's like the only person I know in Fielding. I don't know him, by the way.
I think William White.
No
was
friend of
from
mine.
Fielding.
Really? Go
so.
Fielding.
Yeah.
Evermore, controversial opinion, good. I think they're a good band.
Are they from Fielding?
Well, that's what Jane says.
Ah.
No, yeah, but I never said they were bad.
I know,
I just
but
said that they're from Fielding.
I
Okay.
feel like they're not beloved the way they could
What are they
be.
up to now?
Probably,
What are they doing?
I'm assuming wearing a hat.
Yeah.
And sort of quite long hair and very skinny trousers and sort of a billowy shirt.
What about the little one? The little fella. What's he up to, do you reckon?
I love it when you say fella.
Yeah, it's nice.
In other exciting food news, I received some perky lumps in the mail
What?
Who were they from?
just 2 days ago. Well,
From your
they
good friends
started
Alex and
out-
Duncan, I assume.
No.
What?
I'm still.
Did we
sure
not
it's
do
legal.
it?
yours. No, you
I thought we
haven't.
did
You haven't
it.
sent us
Do
any.
it.
Oh.
I don't know how to send something to Hollywood. Who am I? Bloody Sylvester Stallone?
Of all of the Hollywood icons. Why, Alex? Why?
I don't know. I saw a video of him last
can-
night. It's probably why.
I watched that Creed 2 recently.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody loved it.
This is
Okay,
Hollywood
so the
Review,
perky
actually.
lumps.
Yeah.
Perky lumps started in New Zealand. They were sent to a friend of mine in Australia who wanted to try some. And so at Corny, so my friend's in the corner, And then Olivia in the corner sent them to my friends for her to have them, but she ended up with 2 packets, so she sent one over to me. Does that make sense?
Wow.
No, but
Okay,
like,
so Olivia sent
No.
2 to Australia to a fellow corny that she doesn't know, but that
Okay.
corny knows me, and so she sent one of them to me
Wow.
around the
Flip.
world.
That's
Turkey
amazing.
lumps.
Did they
And
hold up
some of
well?
them are
Did they
still in my
travel?
fridge.
They travel okay?
A bit squash, but tastes the same.
aren't we all?
They're good. They're good. I like them. I'm into it. Just like bite-sized perkinanas.
Are you sure though?
Guys-
Have you you haven't eaten the
What
whole
you mean?
bag yet?
No,
I don't know. I thought I liked them too. There's a bit of an aftertaste though, don't you reckon?
Yeah, it's
Chemically.
the aftertaste of perkinana. Yeah, maybe a bit.
No, fair enough. Well, I'm
just
just,
don't wanna I
glad
don't-
that there are people out there who are better than us, who are willing to.
I
do
don't want
things.
to.
Imagine
Oh, that's so
for their
Like
They
friends.
said it
double
couldn't
layers
be done.
Oh man, yeah, no, you guys have really, you've sent me nothing. Not so much as a bloody bite of.
Good
Yeah,
cheer.
what have you
Garlic
sent
bread.
us? Nothing.
Don't say that. She will send us
But
something.
I'm
and
the
then we
one
won't
who's
be able to send
away.
anything back.
True.
Yeah, but you've got access to exciting exclusive materials. We've just got the same boring stuff plus perkinana lumps. So
Yeah, but I'm depressed. I'm depressed being away from home. See?
it's that
quite sad
two-face again.
face.
You look like you're having a
Explain
lovely
that.
time. We're depressed because it's cold and climate change.
Yep.
I mean,
else?
climate change is
Yeah.
happening here too.
It's
Oh.
nice and sunny for you, isn't it? We're getting Arctic chills.
Yeah, but we've got
Jane.
guns and snakes and spiders. So, you know.
Have you seen a snake
Oh, can I just go?
in the wild?
No, I haven't. But can we just talk about Anne Batley Burton's
Oh yeah.
post that turned up in the corner?
I thought you'd never
Something
asked.
about. I can't remember what it was, but there was something about save the cats.
It
and the
was
there
like-
was something to do with the Kiwis.
It was like a completely innocuous news story, wasn't it, about how they want to bring back the Goodnight Kiwi? And she had posted
yeah.
it being like, and also, Kiwis can defend themselves against cats because they've got a sharp beak. Bye. Just like an amazing, amazing Trojan horsing that story to always go on about the cat still. And I'm pretty sure
She's
Kiwis
so good.
are basically defenseless against almost everything.
Yeah, that beak is just
They've
got-
mental, surely.
After that post, I actually did look up to see what was all about on the internet, and they've got claws. If they're going to attempt to defend themselves, they do it with their claws, not with their beaks. Because when you think about the angle of the beak, I think it would be hard to like get the leverage back to really
Yeah,
get a
true.
swipe in. But
Go
anyway,
for
we
the
also
eyes,
had a corny
though.
who.
Always go for the eyes.
Yeah, but then
in any
the kiwi's
situation.
neck would have to be real far back.
You guys
They
are
could
doing.
charge,
Wouldn't it?
though. They don't even have to go back. They could just charge.
Okay, well, someone needs to tell the kiwi this.
You
'cause
throw
they
a
ain't
kiwi
doing
like
it.
a javelin at a cat.
Yeah, but we have someone in the corner who's clearly an expert on kiwis, and they're like, New Zealand's best kept secret is that the kiwis are they're like idiot birds. Don't tell anyone. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Real pod exclusive. Okay, Air New Zealand have released their new safety video. It's got All Blacks in it.
Yeah, it does.
And
Heaps
what
of
do you
them.
Oh,
what do you-
Heaps of them.
They've been
Yeah.
hyping this for the longest time, and I was, you know, when like a big corporate gets really excited about something around World Cup time, it's invariably Sean Fitzpatrick encouraging you to abstain from intercourse. Like, how did that happen?
Driving around.
Driving around a tiny pink car. I just imagine the number of people had to look at that and go, no, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That was so funny. Abstain for the game.
And it lasted like 3 glorious days. And it
Was he
probably
driving
had
around a fist?
beep, beep.
What, like the car was shaped like something weird? Wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
I don't think
Look it up.
it was
But
a
the point
fist.
is that
That's
it
weird.
happened.
It is weird.
And it's just
full on.
probably cost about, like $50 million? It's like a Dodge Jam.
Look,
I thought-
so
I
they
always
had
thought it was
the
a fist. Oh, yeah,
notoriously
true.
ill-received last safety video,
Oh, yeah,
which
no.
was the It's Tricky rap. And so this was a lot of kind of referencing self-awareness, kind of referencing of how that last one didn't do so great in the public eye.
So what do we think of the current one?
The solution was to throw a whole load of All Blacks at it. What do I think of the current one? I think it's a joke that they've got All Blacks travelling in economy. As if they ever have to do the kind of put your hands over your head and lean forward to the seat in front. They can't even touch the seat in front in business. So
True.
it's
Yeah,
not
what do you do if
believable
the
for a
plane's going
start.
down and you're in business class? Not that I have to worry about it, but do you just go, well.
You grab
Just
your
light a
Lives a
knees,
good life.
don't you?
I wish we were.
You just press your ejector button and deploy your parachute.
So on the Edge's website, like the headlines are like, Dom reveals the thing women wear that really turns him on. And I feel like it'd be cool if there was a Real Pod website and it was like, Jane goes in on new All Black safety vid.
Yes.
Can we set that up?
We should just start doing it on the spin-off.
No, we won't. Add it to
I
the
think we
list.
should definitely not do that, but maybe we could do it in Real Pod Corner.
Yeah, I reckon.
Just like a little make it, because it just cracked me up. They were reading them on Media Watch. That's the kind of exciting shit I listen to. Also, while you're on that story, I love how when you find an ancient, like a vintage story from the Herald, like it invariably has just like a crazy sort of super low res image that's like a crop of the original photo.
Yeah.
There's a really good Deborah Hill Cohn one from like 2009. And it's just like her eye and a pair of glasses really close. It's freaking terrifying. And honestly, do your research. Hell of a good time.
I just have a quick
What
question.
else? What do you think of the ad,
about-
Alex?
Hold on. Jane's talking.
No, I mean, Duncan's question is much more relevant to the topic at hand, which is the New Zealand
I
safety
don't know. I
video.
don't know if I have-
I was
you
going
had
to talk about
one
the shit that
thought.
ends up at the bottom of the Herald website. But anyway, carry on.
Oh, yeah, there's often like weird raunchy stuff. I always get raunchy stuff.
It's
I
so
don't know why.
weird, that promoted stuff. I always want to click it. But it's really bizarre.
Like the outbrain stuff in it. Yeah. I watched it.
Anyway.
I don't know. I like the kind of that they've learned from their mistakes, and they seem to be leaning into that a lot in the ad, like the whole time being like, you know, we're not going to rap again, are we? You know, wink, wink, etc. But I didn't know most of the people in it, so it just kind of seemed like a weird thing to me. I don't know. That's my thought.
What's your favourite New Zealand safety video?
Great
Do
question.
you have one?
Hate them all.
Was it the
Hate
little
them all.
Hate
mascot?
them all.
Was it the
I like the one with the oldies.
about the little
'cause I haven't
mascot?
seen that one before.
No, Rico's a
Oh,
pervert.
yeah.
Rico
Yeah, I
is
know, I quite liked
cancelled.
it. I know he's terrible, but I did think he was cute. I know that he's not all the
Did you?
time, but well, you know, just cute to look at.
No, but is he actually like he's done bad things with his appendage? Like,
I think Rico is going to begging for a Me Too. If you rewatch those,
yeah, he's
those ads,
he's
he's a
cancelled.
sleazebag.
they've taken
Can
his
you write
videos.
that?
They've
Sleazy
taken his
puppet.
videos
Oh,
off
no,
the
you can't,
internet.
can you? Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
I,
I'm gonna
like
put-
the Lord of the Rings one.
Oh.
Call me simple.
of course you do. The lunchbox.
Yeah,
I like the Richard Simmons Jazzercise one. Takes me back to a time.
Oh no. No.
Yes, I'm all about
Too
it.
cute, too twee. What about the one with the oldies?
Oh yeah.
Having a little chat. It's just nice seeing old people still being alive. Good on them.
That's true.
I wonder
I
how
mean,
many people from that
you know, they're
video
but by the
are
grace
still
of God.
alive. Okay, I'm going to let you do this story, Alex, because you put it in the doc.
What is it?
The
Have I
photo,
done
the photo
something?
stealing.
Oh yeah, there's just I've just noticed this happening a lot around the traps. there's a everyone's getting fished.
Hang on, the trap's being the
and
internet.
just around Instagram. Hilary Barry talked about it in the latest episode of On the Rag. If you haven't watched that yet, our aging episode. Oh no, we cut it out. Don't worry. But she did say it in studio that she was like subject to a scam where some shitty fake sounding skincare brand was using her face to sell anti-aging cream on Instagram. And the same thing happened to Nadia Lim quite recently, and now it's happened to Megan Papas.
Who is Megan Papas?
Megan Papas. She is a Zedium. Zedium lady. The other Megan.
Oh.
She's
You know?
part of. Isn't she part of the
There's only like
the
3
winning
names
the
in
number
that
one breakfast radio
thing,
team?
eh? Megan or
Fletchford and
Randall
Megan.
Or Clint.
or Vaughan.
Oh, Fletch, of course.
Fletch.
And who can forget Flinny?
I tell you what,
Flinny-
Mike is
Flinny
actually
must be
Mike's a
cancelled,
popular
eh?
radio name.
Who? Mike.
You've
True.
got you've got Puru, you've got Hosking, you've got Michael.
Exactly. That's all.
Wow,
That's
what
all.
a
That was
trio.
all in the news. That's just the news from around the
Okay,
tracks.
but
Just
also-
beware of scams, is what I'm saying. Don't buy anything from Megan Papas unless it's verified.
Or just anything, just to be safe.
Yeah.
Also, beware walking around the streets because you might see William Wairoa.
Whoa.
I
You're
saw
Stacey.
him after our last on the rag shoot. He was walking past like Gale Braiths. I saw his shoulders.
Gale Braiths.
I saw his shoulders before I saw him.
Gale Braiths.
What's wrong with it?
It's just not how
There's
it's
no I
it's not
in
its
that first
name.
half.
There's no
What's it called?
There is.
It's
Gale
Gale-
Gale
it's
Braiths.
Gale Braiths.
Gale Braiths.
Not
It's
Gale.
Gale Braiths.
Not
That
Gail.
makes it- I
It's
mean,
not the lady from
Gale
Coronation
Braiths.
Street.
Gale
It sounds like Scottish.
I am Scottish. Gale Braiths.
Space
He's
Skittles.
going down the pub is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's nice.
Whichever way you say
Is he
it.
like beautiful,
Yeah.
handsome man?
He's he's like very tall, like the frame on it.
Whoa.
Was what I saw. Like I was like, who is that? And then I was like, holy shit.
How-
It's William Wairoa.
What's his top line?
His who? Top line.
You know, his
He
top
was
line. Is
very,
you
he
know.
was standing up incredibly straight, but he wasn't in hold while he was walking. I think he had just come from
Disappointing.
Ruben's Cafe. If you watch his Insta stories, he always hangs out with this guy called Rubes. Anyway, it was exciting for me. I thought about going up to him, but
You should have.
nah, I just chose to just watch him walk by.
To watch and walk.
Sliding doors, eh? What could have been?
It's true.
least
the
you
real
got a
pod
great
always falls
story
on the
out
wrong
of it.
side. We always fall
going
on the
down
wrong
the
side of the sliding door. Every time.
just
Okay,
sunken
we
my
are going
knee
to
out.
be
Stay there. Stay there.
we're going to be back with a reality check in just a moment, but if you could just take the time, humorous, and listen to this wee thing first. Hello, if you don't mind, we just want to have a quick word about the spin-off members. It's a new initiative designed to facilitate the most important but sadly hard to fund journalism. By becoming a member, you'll be supporting the hiring of more journalists and you'll have your say in directing new areas of coverage here at the spin-off. You can choose your level of contribution, and if it happens to be $80 or more, you'll receive a copy of the spin-off's inaugural book and a tote bag. Help shape the spin-off by becoming a member. Visit thespinoff.co.nz/members.
Kia ora. Excuse this interruption to your current podcast listening. You're listening to Jenna Todd,
Karen Dass, and Louisa Cossa.
and we are the Paper Cuts podcast, the podcast all about books.
It's like being part of the best book group in town, but you don't have to leave the house.
You can drink that whole bottle of wine to yourself.
So jump over to Paper Cuts and give us a listen. And then, maybe read some books. Read a book or something. So you can find us on the spin-off and you can subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts.
That's my thing.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Was that enough silence? Bloody gun audio engineer. Got on the nippies.
I am
On the nippies,
disgusted
What
at
up?
how much
That
you have
Valence?
copied my
Carlo?
husband.
Russian.
White Russian? What
Welcome
is it
along
though?
to Reality
Seriously
Check.
though.
Guys!
Oh,
Fucking hell!
here.
sorry. Alex is really little now. She's a wee fella.
I've broken the chair.
It's been a massive week in reality TV this week. The Bachelorette final happened, 2-part finale, even though that would make it the semi-finale and the finale. But anyway, it was massive. Massive,
Was it?
game-changing for the franchise
Why?
kind of stuff. Well, the guy who won shouldn't have, for a start. He's completely unattractive to mine eyes, personality and visually wise, right? The musician who was clearly just like not a good one, just getting on there to try and be famous. But she chose him over the hot guy, like the perfect man of all time.
I'm gonna watch this show.
Wow.
And then it came out that the guy she chose, actually had a girlfriend when he came to be on the show. And after she went to his hometown in Nashville, he had girls in his apartment. What are you laughing at?
No, I did a burpy noise and you probably didn't hear it.
Oh.
But Tina heard it.
Can you isolate it and dial it up and then do some like echo
effect? At home
effects?
have heard it.
And then put a little beat underneath
I'm
it?
just gonna Google. Sorry, Jane. He
And
had
then
girls.
maybe put the
ultimately-
genuine
Girls in a hotel
pony
room? What did you
vocal
just say?
over the top.
Oh, look, it was just a mess. So that the engagement was off, but ultimately the whole season has been so amazing. And this Alabama Hannah, who came on as someone who couldn't even string a sentence together when she was first chosen to be the Bachelorette, I was expecting an extremely underwhelming season. Has turned out to be the most amazing I've ever seen. And she's done like the incredible job for promoting, women's just like agency over their bodies, and she's just like actually a feminist hero.
Right on.
And I wasn't expecting it. It was amazing.
What would you
That's
give
all.
this
The end.
series out of 10?
Oh, 15? That's the real
Wow.
Must watch?
review. Must
Oh,
watch.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to start
Okay.
watching Mum.
Still watching Mum?
Yeah, the new season. It's just nice. It's just relaxing. I finished it.
Okay, Oh, sorry. I'm going to
No.
take my headphones off now so that you can talk about Love Island, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't want to hear it.
Does anyone
Just,
else
like, give
in
me a
this room
double
care
thumbs
if I
up?
spoil Love Island? Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Love Island yet, stop listening. The finale was on
Give me a double thumbs
Monday
up when you're
night.
done,
Oh.
okay?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Take your
Okay,
headphones off.
here I go.
Okay. It was an absolute shock win. So, I don't know, you probably don't know anything about Love Island, right? So, Tommy Fury,
Yep.
Tyson Fury's bro,
What?
was one of the almost like day ones, was the first kind of intruder, like real soon into the house. So he's been in front of everyone for 7 weeks. His girlfriend, Molly May, who was another like quite early on one, they were just locked to win. Like they said, I love you. They were boyfriend, girlfriend, never had fights, perfect couple, like look like Hollywood celebrities, like Jane might know about. And then out of nowhere, Amber and Greg took out the whole competition.
What?
Blindside, complete blindside. It was so exciting. Greg is Irish, only came in 2 weeks ago. So it was just like, hello, the rugby player. Ripped to shreds. Yeah. Came in. Amber had a really hard journey. She was with this dickhead guy called Michael who fucked her over. Yep, you know the one. And then she was like, looked like she wasn't going to be coupled up with anyone. She was probably just going to have to leave on her own. And then Greg, the good, like literally good guy Greg, came in, the nicest, sweetest man, and just like was besotted with her and tore down her walls. And she was ready to trust again, ready to love again. And they won the whole competition. The public saw that, and the public rewarded that journey over, the perfect, beautiful, have been there since the start, been there together forever, boring choice. And I loved it.
So
it was
it's like-
so exciting.
It's like a true underdog story.
True underdog story. And they came away. So they do a thing at the end. When you win, they then get an envelope each, and one of them says £0 on it, and the other one says £50,000 on it.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Fucking sorted
I
it
know.
out.
And then the person, whoever has that envelope, chooses if they want to keep it all themselves or if they want to split it. And of course, good guy Greg split the money. But I feel like there's almost more money to be earned just by being on Love Island.
Oh, yeah.
They're all come out of it fine. Tommy Fury's apparently booked in already $100,000 worth of club night appearances just from being on the show. So yeah, it was epic. But I'm going to invite Jane back because she's looking antsy.
Okay, I'm going to suggest, so I've already suggested a new Real Pod news site.
Yeah.
Now I want to suggest a Real Pod promotion company. Because how much would Dean from last year's maths cost to get over here to do a rap club night?
Oh,
$7.50.
Nando's voucher?
Not much.
Yeah, like a superfood rap,
Yeah.
so to speak. I want that. I feel like the Cornies would want that. I think we can do that for Christmas.
Just a Real Pod event.
Yeah.
Like a club night.
Yeah.
With Dean.
With sick tunes. We can play that remix of Alex's burp from before.
It wasn't even a bit.
What was it?
It's just the beginnings.
Well.
The beginnings of something great.
Speaking of
you gotta
amazing
watch
boss
Love Island,
babes.
Jane.
Okay, I'm going to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually
Boss
still.
Babes
I'm
started.
I'm too embarrassed to tell you how early on in the season I still am, but I'm committing and I'm doing my
You are
very
going
best
to get it
avoid
spoiled
all
for you.
spoilers. I'm
Yeah,
going to
this is
try not
mental.
to. Okay. Well, I'm in
my
America,
gosh.
so it's a little easier, I feel, because they're consumed with their own stuff. Anyway, Boss Babes. What is Boss Babes?
Boss Babe starts.
What's Boss
Boss
Babes?
Babe starts next Tuesday. This is Ialu's reality series. I have started watching. I've got a screener of episode 1 and 2. I've started watching episode 1, and it's
Context.
kind of amazing.
Context.
Ialu is like an e-commerce #girl boss. Made like bajillion dollars selling waist trainers.
She got a Kylie Jenner.
Paid Kylie Jenner $300,000 to wear one in
Crazy.
an Instagram.
She
and
did
then
the celebration
became, like,
box,
a millionaire.
right?
Yeah, and then since then she's done Lux protein powder, some other boutique thing, and most recently and probably most famously, celebration boxes, aka donuts and kind of pineapple lumps thrown in a.
And
in a
she
shoebox.
makes people crazy, right? Like our inbox was groaning
Yeah.
with correspondence calling her out.
Yeah, she's actually kind of fascinating because it's like on the one hand, a lot of people are like very critical of her, and I think they have a lot of right to be. There's some shady shit happened with Celebration Box early on, but then also she has just like legions of followers who will follow her anywhere. She has all these events. She does these girls in business events. Like people see her as like a very inspirational, kind of do-it-yourself figure, and I find it fascinating.
When you say there's people following her everywhere, I've got this image of her wandering around in a waist trainer, holding a celebration box, eating a donut, and people physically following her around.
That's
Like
the opening
lemons.
scene.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
I'd watch that TV show. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Duncan.
So what I find interesting about characters like Ilu is that the way that they sort of sit in this grey area between like their whole business is effectively to influence, which is obviously a super scammy area, but it's also very sort of self-actualizing. Like if you say that you're a business genius and you can get people to pay $120, 1,000 people to pay $120 to go to your event, then you kind of implicitly are a business genius of some stripe. And so even though like a lot of her critics would describe that as being scammy, like I don't know if it necessarily is, and some of it does feel super gendered and super like a misunderstanding of the modern or a lack of any attempt to really engage with the modern economy. Like it's a really complex story, and I've got no clue whether this is just going to be like a pure promo video or whether it's actually going to lead into that complexity.
It definitely, it's like they basically, it's like they've tried to do a sort of Kardashian style thing. There's also it looks like this kind of little produced moments of like she'll go on a date and the other boss babe, who I don't really know, Edna something, who maybe
Edna's
has
a cool name.
Swimsuit brand. Yeah. They like have dates and one of them's got an earpiece telling her what to say to her date and stuff. I don't know. It looks kind of weird. It looks fascinating.
It's
I'm looking
iWorks,
forward to
right?
watching it. I think it's Warner Brothers.
Which is,
Is that
that's what iWorks has become. Yeah, I think there is actually going to be a spin-off cameo in there because I had to sign some sort of rights release form for
about the
something.
celebration. It'll be about the dessert.
About the story.
Dessert box wars. Yeah.
So watch out for that. Bloody exciting. Jane, yours please.
On Instagram, I've only just noticed because I was like, what are you guys saying? I realised that I thought her name was Lialu because the capital I looks like an L. And I thought her name was Lialu after all this time.
There you go.
That's something.
Yep.
Life is a journey.
Just saying.
And a highway.
Let us head to the block where there's a whole bunch of kitchens revealed. Adam and Stacey won. The boys did okay. That was kind of a pity score though, right? With
The boys
their
didn't have a
kitchen.
sink.
Do you think?
What?
What?
The boys didn't have a sink.
Okay.
I didn't realise that when I watched it. It was
That's-
only when they were on the project like a day or two after that they brought it up. And they're like, oh yeah, we've got one now.
What?
They didn't have a sink.
Okay.
That is crazy.
You know what's happened here? This is what's happened. Is they've got the sense that everyone's upset that the boys are doing so badly. They've given them like a better score because they got like 8s or something this week. And they obviously couldn't justify doing that if there were no sink. So they just haven't shown that.
That's
right?
dirty.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It is
I'm
dirty, but
pissed
it's
off.
clearly what's happened. If Sophia and Makaire didn't have a sink, we would have
Oh my
heard about
gosh.
it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sophia
What?
and Makaire, speaking of, they lost because they did some dodgy paint work or something.
Yeah, they just don't know how to
last.
finish a room.
Yeah.
Too much
Nor do
time
I.
looking beautiful, not enough time doing hard yakka on the
Makaire's
details.
neck. Who am I doing an impression of?
Makaire. Also the eyeballs,
Yeah, the eyeballs.
like that.
You need a hat and then it's legit.
Basically him. Hey, why is no one stressed on the show this year? Like, no one is stressed. I mean, everyone's aggro, but no one's stressed. They're
Yeah.
like,
Lisa and Ribs are stressed.
Yeah, they're not.
They're taking it out on each other.
But they don't.
yeah,
they
but
don't.
no one's
they,
like,
they don't have the time pressure tension that they have in previous years. It doesn't feel like. It feels like they're making that up.
also, I've noticed this season, way less hijinks. And I think it's because of the apartment situation. Like, there's not a whole load of common areas for them to gather in. Like, remember Meadowbank? Meadowbank was like key for hijinks because there were those 4 houses all kind of on one driveway. And so whenever anyone was on a driveway, it was all like pranks and jokes. And, you know, the wolf is hardly there this season as well. I just don't.
It's a flat
it's a
season.
weird season.
It's a really
Yeah,
flat
it is.
season. The boys are actually. It's weird. I thought, what are you doing, Alex? You're having a Google off to the side. The boys were so charismatic and charming in person, more so than you get on screen.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Right.
why they're not utilising them better.
Yeah. Have we said that we've interviewed the boys? Have we talked about
We
that?
trailed that.
That's
Didn't
coming
I?
on
We
this
said
po-
it was the exclusive. Oh, yeah, it's going to be
Oh,
coming
yes,
at the
yes,
end
yes,
of
yes.
the segment.
Oh, God, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. I was absolutely charmed.
Oh, that.
Mm.
So was Tina.
Just
When's that
handsome
baby
lads.
coming? Not yours. When's,
Simple.
Not that you have. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. But I mean, when's Easton's baby coming?
I don't
Did he
know.
talk about
either.
his baby?
Has Ethan got a baby?
no.
Ethan's big.
Got
That's
one
why
on the
he wears that
way.
hat that says daddy on it.
Oh.
And Sam, unfortunately, has a girl. As we found out, Tina had to ask him before he left the podcast studio. It was quite awkward, but he crushed a million hearts in that moment.
What else happened this week? Lisa and Ribs.
Can we talk
gave
about that
everyone
big
zeros
fight they
in team
had?
Judging. Yeah, of course we can.
When they were making those stupid little short films and Lisa stormed out, just left Ribs to make this movie just like with streamers, and he had streamers tied around his head and he was blowing bubbles and it just looked so pathetic. I really enjoyed that
But
moment.
also, he also looked really happy just to be doing his own thing, which was quite nice.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
he's just
true.
left to his own devices. It's like, I'm going to take some creative control. Lost the challenge, but, you know.
And it was so bad. It was just one shot of like bubbles. Did Joel watch that challenge? Did he have any directorial
Oh,
advice?
Joel's not
that would have been a
been
great
no,
spin-off
he's not.
story. It's getting Joel to
He's not-
review the block short films.
Yeah, true.
Look, they were all universally terrible, except for that the one that won was by far and away the best. And as Mark
Adam
Richardson pointed
and
out,
Lisa.
Lisa and Ribs, they
Knowledge.
lost the opportunity to steal the win from Sophia and Makaire,
Oh,
the little
yeah.
secret advantage. They've got so many fucking little pieces of cardboard in their back pockets, those guys.
Yeah.
They got plus
It's hard to
ones,
hold on
plus
to little
plus
bits of
fives,
cardboard,
undos.
you know?
It is, yeah. That's why no
Like
one
I
carries
always
business
lose,
cards
you know, it's
anymore.
like you have a voucher in your bag and it just never
That's
stays
so
there.
true. Story.
Lisa and Ribs have basically got a fistful of vouchers that they're forgetting to use. It's so
Yeah.
relatable.
Plus they either expire or they get wet in your bag.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Same with
Especially if you're walking the
like
plank.
coffee cards and that.
Always coffee
You
cards.
got like 4 stamps on the order, and then just you can't really be.
Do you
bothered.
know how many St. Pierre's partially stamped cards, loyalty cards we have? So many. I'm sure if we
Put
added
on
up all the
trade me.
stamps and put them together, you could get, you know, a lot of sushi.
Consolidate.
Hey, when you get given lemonades, you drink it. That's how it goes, eh? That's
Just as Beyonce said.
just as Beyonce said. I mean, to be fair, if I got given lemonade, I'd probably drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's news is
Delicious.
tomorrow's newspaper, after all. We had the Walk the Plank challenge, a favourite. I actually enjoy this challenge every year.
I don't watch
No?
this, yeah.
You look
You
so
watch it.
guilty.
I am guilty because I've been really good up until this week.
Duncan,
be
did you
asked.
enjoy it, Duncan? Did you really like watching the Walk the Plank challenge, Duncan?
I don't know if I appreciate your tone.
Am I wrong, though? Is my tone wrong?
No, your tone is entirely appropriate. I'm busy and I'm bored. I was watching the new Veronica Mars, you know? Gripped me.
Is it any good?
Oh, it's so
Must have been
good.
good.
Fucking
Must have been
Logan
good if it ripped you away
Eccles
from the most boring season of the block ever.
is chiseled. When he gets out of the water, it's unbelievable. And because it's bright sunshine, he's sort of squinting, and his face looks real old, and he has to go through this jacked body. It's just really crazy moment. And then it sort of starts to look a bit normal because he's wearing clothes and his face isn't as wrinkly. But shit, that moment, wow.
I've just noticed the time. We need to keep tracking on. Anyway, Stacey and Adam won the Walk the Plank challenge. All of the three other teams tried to break Andy and Nathan's block record last year of 5-point-something meters, but they all fell off, so it didn't work. Stacey and Adam did a pitiful, really short one, but they won because everyone else fell into the water. Then they did this crazy movie quiz.
Oh, yeah, I loved that. That was fun
they-
for the
all
whole
the qu-
family.
I was thinking of you when I was watching that. I was like, Alex will be enjoying this quiz. And you wouldn't have
I
gotten any of
did.
those wrong, I wouldn't imagine.
The only thing I didn't know any Sophia Loren movies.
Neither do I. She's been in... Duncan, can you name any Sophia Loren movies? She's been in 50, apparently.
No.
No. Hard question.
Sylvester
But the
Stallone,
one
though.
about who... the one about ribs was real funny, though. Like, no one got that. She broke 3 somethings,
yeah.
and all of the questions were related to the names of the contestants. They only had like 3 contestants left, and one of them was ribs, and no one apart from Lisa got it.
And Makaya like challenged. He's like, ribs, I don't get it.
Oh yeah, and his in the moment interview thing, he's like, oh yeah, I don't understand how that ribs thing relates to us. Oh, ribs. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I'm with you now. He is.
Nice bit dim, eh?
Yeah.
Bubble boy.
So there was a lot of paint chat on the block this week with the brown paint and the gold paint. Poor Anando.
Oh, that gold paint. Every single time
basically
my
like-
ears
he's got
pricked up at that man's name. Nando. That can't be
Yeah,
your name
just the one.
when you're this podcast.
And he's wearing like a cheese cutter backwards, as if he's like some fine artist from, I don't know, 70. I don't
You
when-
bloody
I don't
have
know
to be
when.
if you've got Lisa being like, do a weird sponge thing on my wall.
So he does
was
it.
horrible.
He rags the wall. It was horrible, but then she painted over it 'cause she didn't like it. And I mean, if I were Anando, I'd just be like, sick of the blue and walk off the job.
I know,
There's
it's
also
very
fabric.
disrespectful.
A lot of fabric stuff going on this week. Got to pick each
Yeah.
other's fabrics to use in the media and living rooms. We will see the results of that come Sunday. But right now, we're going to cross live to Alex and Duncan in the studio with Ethan and Sam from the block.
This is a very special breakout moment of the Real Pod. We have in the Real Pod studio none other than Ethan and Sam from the Block NZ, As I Live and Breathe. Welcome.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for having us.
Hey.
It's huge. Just the first block contestants we've had since that guy who won like $400,000 and then opened a pizza restaurant.
Yeah.
Who dat?
You guys friends with that guy? Sam?
Sam.
Sam and Emmett.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
He's like marketing manager for Domino's. He made so much money.
Oh, nice.
God damn him.
I think
It's the
I
last time
remember
anyone ever made real money on the block.
What was
Hey,
that, season 7?
Things might be turning around.
I hope so.
Yeah, we might open up our own chain of McDonald's, who knows? No, actually, probably Subway.
That's true, actually. So, well, first of all, congratulations on a stellar score this week.
Oh,
How did it feel?
oh, pretty good.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah.
It's a long time coming.
Yeah, just to be, sort of run down every week, and then finally got one, up on the scoreboard. It was cool.
Yeah. We didn't get the win, but got our confidence back up there, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's
How
good.
how hard is it? So my 10-year-old daughter Robin is like a huge fan of you two, and she's like become almost insufferable to watch the show with because she's just yelling at the judges, like so angry at Jason in particular about the low scores. Like, is it real hard to just smash it all week, just work until 3 a.m. and then just get shat on by these like assholes?
Yeah, she's a bit of a kick in the guts. First of all, big shout out to Robin. Thank you for your support. She is. It is very hard. We work our guts out, and so do our builders, and we just want the best results that we can get, and then for them to come in and just giggle and laugh at our efforts. It is a little bit
just
disheartening.
respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. Oh.
What
I
do you
wanna
say?
rude.
Like, it's hard to when you've got the camera on you, obviously you have to be a little bit circumspect, but safe space. Only the 6 of us here, no one else listening. Just say what you really think about these judges.
Well, the judges can give us bad comments, but I don't know if we'll give them back.
Whoa. Oh, my God. The gesture was made.
Yeah.
The gesture was made. Is this like a when they go low, we go high situation? You're on the high road.
Yeah.
You're not going to...
Yeah, we're going to aim for that. Yeah, that's it.
Because I feel like, I'm not sure if you know about a little show called The Spin-Off TV that we made last year.
Actually, I did see that.
And we got some harsh reviews. And, to be judged harshly, for me, I still think about it about 5 times a day, a year on. How do you kind of move past the negative feedback?
I guess for us, at the time, we don't really have, time to kind of think about it. So we just kind of, push past it, got a next room to do, so we just carry on. At the same time, yeah, you're thinking about it because it is rough. It's hard to hear that kind of stuff, but I guess... what else can you do?
Can you quit? Like, because I would have like when you like finished a room, as opposed to some weeks where that hasn't happened, and it looked like a night like the one with the brick behind the glass. I was like, that's a lovely room, and they were giving you twos. Like, did you any part of you just wanted to walk down the road to the pub and be like, I'm out?
Oh, pretty much week 1 that happened. We were just sort of
And
like...
we did walk down the pub.
Which pub did you go to? Kingsland?
All of them. Kingsland, that was the main one. So big shout out to Daz too, Uncle Dazza, hooking us up.
Because I live in Kingsland, like just down on 2nd Ave, but quite disappointed not to have seen you. If someone wanted to catch you out in the wild, where should they go?
We actually weren't allowed out. We weren't allowed down 2nd Ave. If we got caught down there, then our site got closed down early because we weren't allowed to
park down there
Park
or
down
anything.
there.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, just for the resource consent and all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
But if you want to find us, we'll just be in our house working.
Yeah.
So you don't get out enough.
The bro does. He
Do a
goes
bit
out
of
and does a
shopping
little
here
bit
and
of
there. Yeah.
It seems really handy that there's that shop you're always seeming to be running to every 20 minutes where you buy all the art from. It's like 2 doors up.
Yeah.
That's very handy, eh? We've never had that before on the blog. It's like...
Yeah, it's a classic boys trick right there. You just save everything till the last minute, then run down.
I wanted to ask you about Dinner Wars, particularly the night that James Reid showed up. Was that as awkward as it looked on television?
I don't know. He must be used to it because he was just going for it and he was just amazing, and you're just sort of like, it's one of those moments you're just like, oh my gosh, he's there.
Yeah, when he was playing, that was amazing. It's, to be in the presence of someone who's sort of one of the New Zealand greats of music.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was very cool, and then you could see on Ruby's face, he was going like this.
Yeah.
Singing the words, even though he didn't even know the words, he was singing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was cool. It was awkward, but just he didn't care, so we were just all like sweet as, you do you, boo.
Did you get sick from the pink chicken?
My chicken was cooked fine. I'm not gonna say whose wasn't, but I'm saying mine was cooked fine.
Yeah, I didn't have cooked guts the next day, so I was sweet.
Yeah, Sammy's always spending the same amount in the toilet, so
yeah, 1 minute.
Whoa. Yeah, mucking around, eh?
That's impressive. This week's episode, you guys had a big comeback, which was great to see. the winning room. Zag wallpaper. The weird lighting, the creepy hands. Looked basically insane. Looked horrible. I hated it.
Yeah.
Well, I had a physical reaction. Jace loved it. Did you sort of look at that and go, what how does it like, what was your reaction on seeing that the winning room?
I think me and you both had different sort of ideas on it, eh? Like, you hated it and I liked it. So, that's because I got the better style. That's why.
It was a bit of a weird one, like you
Yeah.
don't really see any of that sort of stuff in Te Kuiti, small town Te Kuiti. You'd walk into someone's house and they might have sheep on the wall, deer head, no like mannequin hands or stripy. Only zigzags on the wall would be zigzag papers in people's houses. So I think it's just a different taste where we're from, and I did see the good side of it. All the finishing was tidy, and you could see it from like I don't even know the words, a urban styly point of view, but it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Right there with you.
What about Lisa's sign in week 1? The neon sign.
I
You
didn't
know
even
what
know
we're
she
talking
was
about.
doing that, eh?
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't know until it aired on the show. So there's a mosquito flying around
Yeah.
my face.
Yeah, this we got it.
There's a bug sort of aggressively harassing you right now. It's
I
probably
got it.
Lisa's mole. That's interesting. So there's stuff that you don't know is going on until you watch it.
No, yeah.
That's quite weird, eh?
When I saw that sign, I thought it was typical Lisa,
Horny bugger.
It was, saw it and I was like, classic.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad she didn't use it because, definitely would have turned out to look like a stripper club. So,
And all the kids at home would have been like, what does that mean, mum and dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Robin.
Yep. So in terms of the other contestants on the show, you guys seem to get along with everyone. Is that tension between the other contestants real?
yeah, definitely. There's definitely drama between the other teams as far as it goes with us.
We're the boys, no drama here. Like the bro says, there's a little bit of drama, and when everyone's together, especially on camera, in a small place, you can you can feel it in the air.
Yeah.
Really? That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise it's boring,
good TV.
right?
It must be horrible for you guys, but it is quite fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. I can see how some people like it.
And also, it feels like Mark has had to kind of step up a bit this season, like in terms of being like an actual full-on mediator of humans.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel that as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think Mark has had a big role this season.
There's been actually a lot of questions thrown his way, and they're sort of hard questions, and he does well to answer them right on the spot.
Yeah.
I know Adam and Stacey, they threw quite a few questions at him, and they're brainy questions. And Mark just goes like this, and then starts answering them straight back. So
Yeah.
He's a
quite
little
on to
thinking.
follow.
He's into it. So no, he's good. I like the way he deals with things. So
Yeah.
I don't really like his maths though. I noticed the other night on Rim Reveal, and there was two like scores 0.5s, and then the overall score was
I was supposed
And
to
it
be
had a
14,
0.5
but he
as well.
had like 13.5 or something.
Oh
Really?
my God. Probably Lisa slipped something under the table to him.
Beautiful penmanship though. Like he knows how to write with chalk. I'm always impressed at that.
It's a bit of practice,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah, it's true.
he would have had a bit of practice back in the 1940s.
Oh.
Nah, sorry, Uncle
No,
Mark.
it's good. It's good. I like it.
What's your Subway order? What's your go-to?
Or go to. Jeez, I did this last night. So it'd have to be chicken fillet foot long.
What?
Sammy was giving me a bit of stick about this last night as well. Chicken fillet foot long. I'd probably have to go lettuce, tomato, beetroot, olives, honey mustard, mayo. Have to be on garlic. What is it? Herbs and garlic.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And then for cookies, probably go macadamia.
Yes.
Anything but oat and raisin, actually.
Yeah, good
Too
call.
healthy.
So I'll probably go with footlong chicken bacon ranch melt on wheat bread, lettuce, probably gherkins. It's a must. I love gherkins. Beetroot, carrots. There's a few other salads that I like, but I don't like tomatoes. I'm not a big jalapeno fan because I don't like spicy things. Honey mustard sauce, salt and pepper. And I'm going to have to disagree with my bro here, and I'm going to go with 8 oat and raisin cookies.
Whoa.
Because my nanny used to cook me that sort of stuff when I was a young whippersnapper, so yeah, I love it.
Hey, Auckland. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's Auckland.
Traffic jams.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot
Love
of
it.
traffic. Oh, no. Not when you're trying to get things done
Yeah.
on a tight time schedule, but
Yeah. I mean, I personally wouldn't move here.
yeah.
But I think I'm used to the quiet. I quite like the quiet. I like, just being able to shoot to the dairy down the road and quick, yep, sweet, back within 2 minutes sort of situation. Not this, driving half an hour just to get milk.
I think the first couple of weeks were a bit of a shock because we hadn't really experienced anything as full on as this, or haven't lived here or anything. And then, but then we sort of got used to it, I guess, and it's not too bad now.
Yeah, but I'd say if we had to live in Auckland, it would definitely be in apartment 3 up in the block. Yeah.
No doubt.
Because you had a coffee for the first time on the show, I believe. And I can't quite remember. I wrote down your exact words, but I can't quite find them.
It was something to do with hot chocolate.
It was like a hot chocolate.
I think he said the
But different
consistency
taste.
of a hot chocolate, but a different taste,
Yeah, incredible review.
which doesn't make sense to anybody.
Makes sense to me.
Have you gone crazy for coffee since? Are you like smashing the Javas now like the rest of us Aucklanders?
No, not really.
Not really.
Actually,
Warm drinks tend to go straight through me, so I try to stay away.
It's so good. A lot of toilet chat.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
But also completely on brand for the
Completely
real
on
pod.
brand. Is that why you set up that little Was it you guys who have the little weird modesty thing next to your toilet? Like that?
Yeah.
It's like
The
Privacy
little
screen.
privacy
Privacy
screen that we try to,
screen.
but you completely see everything.
Yeah. It's the illusion of safety. Any hot teasers coming up on the block? Any goss?
Any real big dramas?
Lounge and media room?
there's this one day where me and Ethan do some building.
Whoa.
Uninterrupted.
Don't tell anyone though.
I do just kind of want, I know you're not going to because you're both so chill, but I just want to see one of you have an absolute freak out and just start screaming at everyone for being like
Yeah,
toxic.
You get pretty close, I'd say.
yeah, definitely. I know there was times where I'm just like, I gotta hold it in. Hey, I'm like about to lose it, but yeah.
I think there was a time, where I got pretty close, so I just said, I was going to go to the room. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just going to go to the toilet. But I walked into a room with no toilet. And then you could hear them follow me, and I just went and stood in the wardrobe. I was like,
Oh.
walk back out, and they're like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? I was like, just changed my shirt. And they're like, no, you didn't. I was like, just walked
So
out.
good. Double lie.
And they never caught me.
And they'll never know. Great. All right. Well, thank you very much, Ethan and Sam, for gracing the real pod. We never get celebrities
Never, ever, ever.
on this bloody podcast.
Oh, cheers.
You guys are going to start listening now every
Yeah, no
week.
doubt.
Yeah, I've already got
The real pod on iTunes.
is it an app down it?
Yeah, it's
The
an
real
app.
pod app. Yeah. We'll build it right now if it means you'll listen. All right.
Thank you very much for having us, and
Oh.
big shout out to all the real podcast listeners.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are the
Much
real
love from the
MVPs.
boys.
That's right. They're called the Cornies.
The Cornies
Shout out
is
the
their
Cornies.
unofficial.
The cornies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cornies.
That's what our
Cornies.
people are.
Shout out to the cornies.
Bye.
They do
How
seem
good was
so
that?
nice, don't they?
Wow. What
so
an interview.
good. What lovely fellas. And that bombshell. Whew. What a bombshell.
Yeah.
Alex
Couple of
Casey.
bombs. A lot of toilet chat, actually, which I I like.
Unprompted.
Completely
Yeah.
unprompted.
Mm.
I love the phrase crook guts.
Should we do the real...
Yeah,
Speaking
it's
of
a-
crook guts, here we go.
This is great.
5 out of 5 from me.
The nicest thing that's ever happened.
And that's the real review. Tell us about the hemp pie.
Oh, yeah, I got sent 2 pies with hemp. Something about hemp. Tina ate one. I had the other one. Irvine's. Hemp. Somehow involved. I had a chicken pie. Tina, which pie did you have? She's getting on mic.
We had the same pie.
Did we eat the same? Was it both chicken?
Yeah.
I don't like it much. I think I'd give it like a 1.
Did it get you blazed?
Oh.
No. Weak.
But what I will say is it came in a really lovely box, which I'm going to reuse. Very sturdy, almost like celebration box proportions, I'd say, with the whole flat and the magnet.
What?
So I'm going to, at the moment it's housing a whole lot of lollies that we got sent from Neon. But once that's empty, I will be taking that home and I will be repurposing it. So thank you, Irvines.
Okay, so 1 out of 5 for the pie itself,
5 out of 5.
but 5 out of 5 for the box it came in.
Exactly.
Sturdy box.
Just real quick, I want to real review my mum because she's been sending me, she's been emailing me photos of the crossword in the Herald every day.
Oh,
she doesn't get the Herald at home. She goes to a cafe and she takes a photo. And then she sent me one the other day. She was like, oops, I started it. And it had like 2 words already filled in. Bless her, because I love doing the Herald crossword. So I just want a 5 out of 5 my mum.
I can't wait to get to the age and stage where I do that kind of shit. Fuck, that's cool.
The best was when my dad wanted to send us girls an article from Stuff. So he printed it out, then he scanned it and then attached it to an email and sent it to us.
That's just good.
Amazing. Okay, let's hear from Colin.
Colin's Granny. Colin's Granny. Colin's Granny. Granny. Colin's Granny.
Can I just say?
Not even going to give it a try, Alex?
Oh, I'm all out of whack. It's Mercury retrograde. And I think it's actually not anymore.
Go.
No, I think I think this is one of, if not the best cranny.
Really?
It's such a strong cran.
Tell you what, it pays to be friends with him on Facebook.
This is a very good cranny.
He did a Facebook status update yesterday. I'm ashamed to share that I have struggled with a pimple on my nose over the last 2 days. So large that if I put lipstick on it, Norrie would probably photograph it for Spy. And that's tagged in, obviously, Norrie Montgomery. What a status update. And also, look, I liked it. Look who's next to me. Only Siobhan Ruakere.
And
Good
only
company.
72 other likes and 13 comments. No shares? I mean, this
Should have
this
shares.
should be mega vibe.
Well,
Yeah.
oh my God, he's public. Can you tell me in those 13 comments, is there one from Norrie?
One moment, please, caller. Yes. He
What?
said, I can Photoshop it so it looked like a little head if you want. His spelling, not mine.
That's got 3 funny laughs.
3 funny laughs. Don't know. Oh, Deasley Simpson. She's
Okay.
Auckland City Councillor. That's funny. Anyway.
That's really funny.
Whoa, you're in an amazing company there. All right, and we all got to go, so...
Like and subscribe. Max Key Corner. I know. I'll never forget you.
I
you
wish we had screen record on for the best lip sync performance of the
amazing.
Max Key Corner. Like, Jane, you're glowing. You're such a happy lady.
Yeah.
It's really lovely. Share it around a bit.
song. Honestly, I do not
Maybe
get sick of
that's
it.
why
It is
everything's
so
bad,
good.
We haven't heard it in
haven't heard
bloody
Max Key
days.
Corner for ages.
Yeah.
I
Mate,
blame
just
that.
play it. Just play it, ad hoc.
Yeah.
In the office. What you need to do is you need to have
Max
someone who
Key
just
in
plays
retrograde.
it, and everyone can... when,
What does that mean?
Maybe we haven't heard it in a while.
truly, though... Anytime, when you're at a wedding and if people like chink their glass, the bride and groom have to kiss. If anyone plays Max Key Corner theme song in the spin-off office, everyone has to get up and have a dance.
I don't think that would go
No
over well in our
excuses.
office.
Even you, Toby.
Hard
Come
to get
on.
people to even take their headphones
Hey?
off. We could
Oh,
hack the headphones. Silent disco. Yes. Yes.
Speaking
Right.
of discos, Max has been at Tomorrowland Festival in Belgium,
The biggest disco.
and he's met up with Papa John,
Papa John.
Papa J, father and son, and have reunited in Italy. It's just a very casual Kiwi OE type situation. They're at some hotel that I went to try and book a room, and they start about $990. No, €990 a night.
Ooh.
So he's
Big
just
money
really enjoying that
finance.
backpacking lifestyle. Yeah. And that's our podcast for the week.
He's getting so
Thank you very
big
much for
now that
listening.
he
He is
makes
getting
John
big.
look tiny, like a wee fella.
Fuck, man. Imagine Max Key was the bachelor.
Yeah, but it's also where you hold
I love
it's
that.
where you hold the the GoPro on the selfie stick, isn't it? It's got to change its perspective. Or is that someone else taking the photo? Hang on, I'm not even. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. He is. What's he doing? He's hitting the gym
Filling
hard
out.
out,
I just don't know. I think maybe he's got some of those good Euroids. Guess
His
who
body's
that's
getting
Sue?
too big for his head.
Yeah, but it's also getting too big for John's head. Do you know what I mean? The proportions don't look right.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
dear.
Something to consider.
Anyway, it's good to see him. He's been very quiet on Insta for the last couple of weeks, so I'm just pleased to have him back, to be honest.
Aren't we all?
And that, once again, I'll say that's the end of our podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Duncan and Alex. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, Jane.
Thank you, Nando's.
Thank you,
And
Nando's.
thank you,
Thank you,
eternally,
Irvine's
Sam.
for
To
the
the corns.
sturdiest box
Cornets.
we've had in many a week.
Bye.
Bye.
Is that it? Bye.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Kia ora, I'm Alex Casey, Senior Writer at The Spinoff. We wouldn't exist without the ongoing support of our generous members. If you're able to, you can make a donation at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Talofa lover, I'm Madeline Chapman, editor at The Spinoff. If you have the means, consider supporting our high-quality journalism by becoming a Spinoff member. Sign up now at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
The Spinoff Podcast Network.